calling all educators with a passion for teaching and a health for faith. Get ready for a transformative journey with the Educators with Oil podcast, where host Ronette Branham is dedicated to helping teachers become better through biblical strategies.
Welcome to Educators with Oil podcast. I am excited to. What's happening here? Okay, I think that was the problem. Okay. Welcome to Educators with Oil podcast. I am Ronette Branham, your host, and we are here to help educators teach from identity, grounded in calling, confident in their voice, and guided by wisdom before instruction ever begins. So today, I'm excited about our guest today. I'm joined by Tikisha Michelle J. She's a veteran educator, parent empowerment specialist, and the founder of Education InsideOut. So I'm going to bring her to the stage, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. Hello, Michelle. No, Tikisha. I know it's Tikisha Michelle.
Greetings. I'm doing wonderfully, thank you. I hope you are.
Yeah, this is going to be a good episode. Before you introduce, I'm just going to say this real quick because it just came about to come out of my mouth. I used to didn't think that I needed to involve parents. You know how you get stuck in a little rut, like the parents are not involved. So I'm like, I act like I'm the only person educating my students. So I got that in my head. Like, don't worry about that. You just do your job. So that's something that I'm finding doesn't really work. You know, it could work. It's effective, but it could be more effective. So how are you today again? I'm sorry. I had to get that out.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I think we're going to touch on it a little bit as we go through the rest of this episode tonight, right? So I am Tikisha Michelle of Education InsideOut, also of Legacy Entertainment and Star-Studded Voices, right? So I always say that I am Tikisha Michelle of all of those things because I've had the opportunity to create a variety of platforms where I have the opportunity to educate people in a variety of ways. So, I'm an educator, I'm a parent, and so what I call it, I said, I am the PTA.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you don't even need anybody else. You going by yourself, talk to yourself. That's cool, right? You make all the plans.
Yes.
It will work, right? If you have nobody else. But, that's cool, though. So you have a child that's in school right now?
Not anymore. No, my children are adults now. So
Okay.
matter of fact, no, my children are full on adults. They like to tell me, oh my goodness, Mom, this adulting thing is for the birds.
Yeah, sounds like my grandson. Yeah. Yeah, that's well, it happens. You gotta, I don't know, we just have to resolve this is where we are. And so
It is.
that's exciting too in itself, having adult children, that you went through the whole process of how did it work with you, any connection with the teachers, did the teachers reach out to you, all that kind of good stuff. So so what is it that you do? What is Education Inside Out?
So at Education InsideOut, we empower parents and teachers to ensure the success of children. We help them to put structures and strategies in place so that they are able to ensure the success of children. Because as you said, right? Oftentimes teachers take it upon themselves, right? I am doing this. I do it here. This is me. I've got it, right? Yeah, no, that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be a collaborative effort where we all work together to ensure the success of the children. And so that's what we started to do. So I started doing that, because many years ago, I was a new teacher. It's just funny to me because it was a long time ago. And
Right.
I've been in education now for 31 years. That just blows my mind. I've been saying it so much, but I've been in education now for 31 years. And way back around year, maybe 3 or 4, I was in a classroom setting and I was talking to parents. I was having to contact them about helping their children with homework. Homework, right? That's almost like a bad word to say. But and so I had to contact them, and I was spending hours on the phone with parents. Mind you, I have, children myself, and I'm like, wow. Well, I had a child at that time, and then as time went on, I'm still having these conversations. And it was that I was having these very long conversations with parents who had almost no idea what it was that they needed to do. They hadn't been empowered. They were parents. Listen, let me tell you, this is really kind of crazy to say. I had drawers filled with notes from parents who told me, don't worry about calling me. It's okay. Just do whatever it is you need to do.
Yeah.
I have permission slips ultimately from parents to parent or discipline or whatever, literally, whatever it is you need to do. That's what I received from parents.
Yeah, that's so funny because I'm finding that too, where some parents feel like they're in school, teach them, and it's like, can you help reinforce what we did in the classroom? You don't have to, but can you make it so it's not like a project, but something that's embedded in your household, things like that. So I have a student now who his parents didn't help him with his work, right? They don't even speak English. So
okay.
Just leave it like that. They don't speak English. And so they couldn't help him. And so I told the mom, teach him in your language, right? If you're going to teach him, he needs to know his letters and numbers and things. So today he came back to school. This was a few months ago. He came back to school today. He's counting, he's adding, he's connecting the actual number to the amount. And I said, who's helping you? He said, my mom. What? That's amazing. I mean, I see the progress because his mom stepped in and she just did a few tweaks. She didn't know what to do, and now I gave her a few suggestions, and he's ready. He's ready. I love that though.
Yes, when we all work together, success is inevitable, which is what I always say. Always. And so because she was empowered, right? Because she was empowered by the teacher, she was able to do her part. Her child does his part. You do your part. Look at the success already.
Yeah. So that's one thing we say our part. So I was taking, I was carrying a load that I should not have been carrying. And I didn't see anything wrong with it. I used to talk to teachers and they would say, the parents need to step it up a notch. They need to, do their part. And I'm like, well, I just act like I'm not fighting with a parent. I'm not begging the parent. So I just act like I'm all they have and I give them everything I have, right? And that was heavy. I didn't even realize it was so heavy. I didn't. I had no clue until now. I'm running into people, educators, experts who are saying how to empower parents, how to get the parents involved, what we need to do. Maybe sometimes they work a different hours or like a lot of different things, or they don't understand the math. The math is something else, right?
Listen, we won't discuss math. Not with me, anyway. We don't have to ever discuss math with me. We had all the teachers for math. You can talk to me about science, language arts, social studies. I got you.
Yeah, because
they don't understand it. I didn't understand it. They didn't understand it. And what you're speaking of, it's so true because that's what's happened over time. Even like I said, that many years ago, right? When the parents handed over the reins to me. And then what's happened is that teachers too have taken them. Oh, they're not going to, the mom's not this, the dad's not that, they stay with their grandma, nobody's helping. It's like savior, right? Like I'm this person.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful about that. Is it helpful? Does it make us kind of feel good that we did something great? We're teachers. It's what we want to do. We got into the profession so that we could help teach and empower children. And oftentimes what we've done is we get into a space where, I don't want to say we alienate a parent, but we also don't welcome them in sometimes because so let me give this example. When we know we're about to be observed and we don't want, we don't want anybody in our classroom. We're like, we got this. Don't come here. I know you have to, but don't come in here. This is my space, right?
Yeah.
I do what I do in this space, right? No need for anybody else to come in here. And that's kind of where we get to also with parents. You say, I'm not going to contact the parent. Why? Some people are like, I don't want to talk to the parent. It's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I have, over the years, outside of being a parent empowerment specialist, I have trained, talked to my mentees, just talked to other teachers, just encourage them. I've walked them through. I've sat in on parent conversations because it's a space, it's almost a space of contention for some teachers, for some educational professionals, that they really just don't want to talk to the parent because parents, unfortunately, and hold on for just a moment, it's not about, I don't want to come for you. I don't want to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to belittle you in any way, but parents oftentimes will come for a teacher, all under the auspices of, I'm supporting my student, I'm supporting my child. And then in many cases, that instills I'm going to use the word fear. It instills a fear in the parent. In the teacher. Like, whoa, hold on. This is not what I'm made for. I'm not built for this. I'm built to teach. And that's all I'm here for, is to teach your child and to help your child to become better. But I have to take these attacks, right?
Yeah.
I got to take these attacks from you. Well, then why would I want to contact you? Why would I want to communicate with you if you're going to attack me and all I'm trying to do is help?
Yeah. So there's things that way to communicate to win the parent over. I say win the parent. I have won quite a few parents over where they had maybe bad experiences. One guy I had years ago, if I called him, the first time I called him, he was so angry answering the phone. He's like, yeah, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. I had a concern and I wanted to talk to you about it. Another parent, she didn't like me because of the first day of school. I didn't do exactly what she expected me to do because her child was crying. And by Thanksgiving, she loved me. She was giving me flowers, all kind of stuff. So yeah, it is a way to win them. We just have to take that fear away, I think.
That's that relationship that's necessary, because oftentimes we don't get to build that relationship. And that's where sometimes that problem comes in, because we don't always get to take the time to get to know the parent. And sometimes the parent is not even readily available for us to build that relationship. So winning them over, it can happen. It can happen in a very short period of time. And we just need to, like you just said, we just need to do it in some cases, and release that fear or that worry and just make it happen. Because once you do it, then it's just like, wow, it wasn't that hard.
Yeah. So that sounds like that preparation before you even get into the work. So when did you realize that you had to, prepare? Like I just said, I have to win them over. When did you realize that was the thing?
Wow. I'm not even sure of when I got to that, because it seemed, and this is not, it just seemed so natural. When I first started, it was that this was a necessity. And I'm trying to think, my very first school, because when the first school I ever worked, it was just myself and another young lady. She was a little bit older than I, but we were both relatively new, and we were in a neighborhood school. But I was able to build those relationships. I don't remember it being hard. I remember other teachers celebrating me for taking the time to meet with these parents. But I also remember being confused as to, why is this something to be celebrated, right? Why is this not a norm? I'm like 21 years old going, what? Like, why is this not a norm? So that long ago, it's been a challenge for classroom teachers for at least that long, to reach out and have those conversations, to build those relationships with parents. And again, that's two-sided, right? We talk about the teachers doing it, but oftentimes we find that parents don't want to. There's something about their experience or their past experience or even their present experiences that's preventing them. And these are age-old conversations, right? What we're saying to you all tonight, this conversation that we're having is not brand new. It's been happening for a very, very long time. Teachers have been trying to figure it out for a while, which is why way back when I was like, after that first school and then the next school, I was like, something different needs to happen. We need to get parents involved.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. Ask your question. I have so much I could share. I love this topic.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I apologize. I was going to ask, what have you noticed when the parents are not involved? Because I know your program is Inside Out, and it's working with the parents, the whole family. So what have you noticed when the parents are not involved? You know, we have these apprehensions, and so then what do you notice when the parents aren't involved, or do you notice any difference?
Oh, absolutely. Just like you spoke of, we notice when children. Now, there are some children who are just going to be self-motivated. Whatever reason, they had a great grandma. They had they had a wonderful grandparent. They had somebody who instilled in them, or is just something that was just innate about them, that they're just going to be self-motivated. On the flip side of that, there are many other children who are not nearly as self-motivated. So when you don't have that parental support, if that child is not self-motivated, then it's going to take a lot of push on the teacher, a lot of work that the teacher is going to have to do in order to encourage and empower the child. And that's too much. That's more work than it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be all of us working together. The parent is supposed to actually lay the foundation. That's the step one, that the parent is to lay the foundation. The teacher then comes after that and continues to provide the building blocks needed for that child to be successful. And as the child grows and matures, then the child also has to play their part. So as my co-host for Parent Empowerment for Everyday Living, Leo Wilson, he calls it this pie, this 3-part pie: the parent part, the educator part, and the child's part. If we all are playing our part, then we're going to get the outcome, or at least really close to the outcome that what our expected outcome is ultimately.
Yeah. So when you say the parents' part, I'm going to skip around. When you say that partnership with that parent, what is their part and why? What is their part?
So the parents' part is to make sure, and this is hard because we are reactive, right? And so I want to say the parent needs to do A, B, and C. Well, if I'm going to be proactive, a parent reading to their child at home at a very early age. If we're going to start in the womb, we start in the womb, right? We're also going to say that spending time And if somebody was, oh my goodness, they got to work. If the parent, they got to work. So we just got to do this. Parents need to choose their family, right? If you're going to have to work, then you have to put structures and strategies in place at home if you can't be there. If you are not able to be present, then you need to have a relationship with someone who's going to be able to fill that space. Parents need to make sure that what time do you go to bed? How much time are we watching TV, not watching TV? Nowadays, it's more than TV, it's screen time. Screen time, video games. Parents have to be in control of what's happening, even when they are not present. So when I talked about laying that foundation, and I talked about choosing your family, right? We made choices when we made choices to have our children, right? We made choices to bring them into the world. We also need to make choices about how we are going to ensure their success. What time is bedtime? Who is our personal person who's going to make sure that they're in the bed, that their homework, that they sat down and they read a book for as long as they could have read a book, that they completed whatever assignment. Homework is really not a bad word. Please understand me. It's practice. Okay.
Yeah.
We give it to them in school, but we give them so much. We need you. We need parents to be at home reinforcing what we've already given them. Otherwise, they lose it. It seeps out like, a balloon, right? You have the balloon and right? It just seeps out. That's what we're blowing all day. And then we send it to you, we give it to you, and we need you to just keep blowing, so that when they get back to school the next day, we can keep blowing and we can keep filling them so that they become all the things we need for them to become. But if we hand it off to you and we send them home and you sit it there and it just deflates. And then we get them back at school the next day and we get the deflated version.
Yeah.
Put so much into them the day before. Those are the parts. That's the part we need for parents to play. We need you to hold on, keep blowing. Even if you don't blow a lot, don't let the air out. Help us so that we can continue to help and empower your children.
Okay, so you're talking about that control, they take control, and you're talking about their responsibility. How is that received with the parents, with your students?
Go ahead.
Okay, do you have like a community with your parents, like a way to communicate online, or do you just send messages, like text messages and things like that? How are the parents receiving this?
So over the years, more recently, and there's a platform that many teachers use and it's for free. And I don't think that I don't know if they're sponsoring you. So I'm going to hold off on their name right now.
Right.
But, and everybody likes to use them because they're free, right? They're helpful and we send messages through them and many parents are signed on and they get this particular information. I use it now because my phone is crazy full. Like I said, I've been teaching for so very long. So I have a gazillion phone numbers in my phone. And this year I was like, okay, I can't put another 75 numbers in my phone. So I use the platform to communicate, but I have preferred to utilize my phone. I prefer to send text messages because it's more personal. I want parents to contact me. I really do. Call me. The whole, don't call me after this o'clock. Don't call me. I have never been that person. Now do I have to get off the phone? Do I have to say, hey, let me call you back or I'm not available? Yes. But call me. Let me know because I want us to have, or I don't know if you see this, build better relationships. I need a relationship with you. Child needs to understand that we're all in this together. All of us. They need to know that if I tell my teacher that my mama said, then my teacher will understand what that means. If my teacher gives me a consequence, my mom's going to back it up. My daddy, my grandma, my auntie, somebody's going to back it up. If I have a consequence at home, my teacher is going to talk about that. She is going to be on my parents' side. Everybody is working together to ensure my success. Can you imagine how a child might feel when they know that everybody is working together for their good? I mean, just imagine, because they know it's like that sense, it's a confidence, right? I know that all of these people, I don't have to worry about if I tell my mom, my teacher said I need such and such. What that teacher needs, this and that. Whoa, what, that's all of a sudden, oh, wait, hold on. I love this lady or this man at my school is helping me. They're trying to work with me. Whoa, you got mad. Hold on. But you're my mom. You're my dad. I got to process that. We gotta be careful, moms, dads, teachers, because even myself, I know I get frustrated sometimes as a teacher, and the child will be like, my mom said not this or not that. And I had to just be quiet because my face will tell the whole story. Like, really? She didn't want to help you with your homework? Or he didn't want you to do homework? Wait, what? Hold on, wait. I'm confused. But I can't put that back on the child, right? How dare I? So if I'm considerate of my response to the child, being considerate of the parent, because we're supposed to be on the same team, right? Yeah. I'm not going to do that often. Depends on what level. I'm not telling you I'm perfect. I'm not telling you I've never done it, right? But my first inkling is to not create that space for the child. I take lots of deep breaths, but it's important for us all to work together. And that's really, and I've had parents come for me, right? Why this and why that? I need your child to be successful. I want them to be successful, and I need your help. And that's all I can tell you. Not just me, the rest of us, all of the educators, we need your help. Mom, dad, grandma, auntie, we need your help, because while oftentimes we do it alone, but then y'all tell them at graduation, that's my baby. You're right. It is your baby. But we did like a lot more of the work. Yes, you gave them food, you gave them clothes. But man, I'm telling you, that push on the other side, and I just represent. And I'm not telling you it's always this way. Please help me. Please let me help you understand. It's not that hard, right? It's not always that hard, but it could be so much better if we had parents working right alongside us and not in opposition to us.
Right. So your program, Education Inside Out, so you train parents how to help their children?
I do. I
train
teachers. Yes. So I've gone into homes. People have gotten a little finicky. So in some cases we do it online or over the phone. I've done trainings, just digital trainings where you can log in and get a training. But I really prefer that one-on-one. That relationship building is so much more important to me. I really want to talk to you. I want to see your house, which is why our program is so personable. We really want to see the kitchen table, right? We want to tell you, no, turn it this way. No, the TV is right there. This is how much time you need on screen time. We don't need this. We should do that. But if you don't trust me, if you don't believe me, then you're not going to listen to me. And so that's why it's important. So that's why it's important to me even to train other parent advocates on how to do that which I do. And it's very important. The first thing is to build that relationship. And then that way we are better able to press forward, because then you understand and know that I'm not here to cause you harm or to cause your children any harm. My objective is to help you to ensure their success. Because when I'm not the teacher, when I'm not the parent empowerment specialist, when I am not there any longer, your child is going to say, my mom did this, my grandma did that, my dad did this, my auntie did this. I'm going to be lowest. I'm going to get lower and lower on that totem pole.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah. So I'm trying to see what that looks like. I'm trying to see what that looks like with the parent being involved. Uh, the work, just say, I know, I like reverting back to math, because math is one thing, it's concrete, but the processes now are different. And so they found easier ways to get to 100 than we did when we were children. They gave us strategies, and we didn't really understand why. Now we understand why, and then the parents are struggling. So I'm trying to see, what does that look like? Do I help my child with the homework, or am I just being supportive of my student? I mean, of my child.
So
how does that look to you?
So you say a better way, a faster way. I've always told parents, do it the way you know how, because you're empowering them. The objective is to teach them. All we did was find another strategy.
Yeah.
Right? They still got to know how to count to 100. Right? They still got to know how to count to 100. So with that, teach them how to count to 100. Leave it to us to show them whatever these strategies are, because the strategies will change again. I can't. Yeah. They told that to me when I was a new teacher. They were like, oh, they did this a long time ago. Oh, and they're doing it again. And I was like, really? And they said, yeah, it changes every few years. It changes. So just know, every few years it changes. So I just want you to know, your child still needs to know how to count to 100. So teach them how to count to 100. We'll teach them the current strategy. And if they say, well, my mom taught me this way, guess who's going to cheer? Me. I am going to be ecstatic, because they just told me that you spent the time with them to ensure that they know how to do something.
Just do it. That's exciting too. When because my students, we're learning double-digit addition and subtraction, and my students are coming in with their strategies from their parents. Like, we're going to get there, but since you know how to do it, don't worry about this old way, this new way. Step by step, because you already understand. So you just listen to us talking about regrouping and things like that, and then you still do it the way your parent told you to add and subtract.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. That is, if we would release a little and allow that to happen, because there was a time, my daughter was in, I think, 5th or 6th grade. And they had a way, the school system had a way of teaching math. So they would mark her wrong for doing the. I was like, did she get the answer wrong? No. What? Well, this is the way we teach it. Are you serious? I had a whole meeting. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. It was that strategy.
Yeah, the strategies that they said they wanted all of the children to know. You know what? Go ahead and teach it to them. But guess what? She did the work, she completed the assignment, and she arrived at the correct answer. Stop making her feel like she is not able to complete this assignment. Don't do that. You made her feel less than in that space and time. So understand, I was the parent who had, every time there was a need for a meeting, I was having one. And I was a teacher, right? So rest assured, if you're coming, come with some stuff like that. Don't. And I really want to encourage parents. I want you to support your children, but be mindful of the manner in which you are supporting your children. That's very important, because if you're coming fussing about, I don't know, I can't even really think about some stuff, because some things that have come up, I've just been kind of like, what? And not just me. Many of us, that's why it's Education Inside Out, because I know all the sides. I know the inside and the outside of the thing when it comes to education, which is where the name came from. So I've sat in the teacher's lounge or stood in the hallway and had those conversations, but I've also had the parent conversations in the living room or on the telephone with your friend, with your family member. So I understand all of the pieces of it in many cases, because sometimes the things that parents, that they set up meetings for, can we stick to the main thing? Let's stick to the main thing. Let us know what's happening so that we can help. Please don't come with the attack, right?
Yeah.
Question. We want to help. So now, and I don't know about y'all, but we have where if you don't know how to do the math, you can go online and find out how to do the math, right? If you don't, just ask. And I know it's hard. Because I had meetings even when my children were younger. My meetings were also, how do you want this done? How can I help? And that's another strategy I teach parents. Let me tell you how to go have a meeting with your child's teacher or with the administration. Let me help you with that, because I know the words that are going to be shared. I know what you need to say. I know what you need to know. So let me help you with that. Oh. All right. So listen, let me help you while she takes care of that. Let me talk to you just a little bit more about why it's important. Go ahead. I got you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Very good. All right. Greetings, all. So I'm not sure of how this is going to work, but it's very good. So as Ronette was telling you, I work with parents and teachers to help ensure the success of children. And I really want parents to know that we want you. We want you to come. We want you to come to school for meetings. We want you to come and participate. We want you to help at home. We want you to ensure the success of your children. Now, there was one word that people often hear me say, and it's really at the bottom of this shirt, about being in control, right? Let's talk about control for just a little bit. Control is the power to influence or direct. What control do you have over your children? And I'm not talking about where they're afraid of you. They bet not, because this and that. No. Right, they shouldn't, because you have already put those structures and strategies in place so that they won't, right? They know when I come home, this is what I knew. When I got home, my job was to call my mom. We didn't have cell phones. I had to pick up the phone. I had to climb up on the stool, get the phone, and call my mom at work. So she knew I was home. And then she would tell me whether I had an hour to watch an after-school special or if I had to get right to homework. Because the question was, do you have homework? Yes. How much? What do you have? So that was our conversation that we had when I got home from school. And then the next steps, what I had to clean up, what I had to cook, that was our conversation. She couldn't be there, but she was in control. You may not be able to be there, but you can still influence. You can still direct to ensure the outcome, right? I'm in control in the classroom, but so are you, right? You are also in control. Why? Because you are the parent. You all have talked about what your expectations are of them at school. Have you? You have laid out plans for what it is you want to celebrate. There are ways you want to celebrate them. Have you? That's what should be looming in the back of the minds of your children when they're at school. When they come home, I used to have children do this, and it used to crack me up because their parents would say, They always say, oh, my name was different back then. She said, my teacher said to do this, or my teacher said to do that. Right? So that's how that should be, right? My teacher said. So that's the control I have at home because I've already instructed them. I've already empowered them at school. So once they get home, now your authority kicks in, right? Your control kicks in. What is it that she said? So now you get to reinforce what I said. You get to do your part at home while I did my part at school. While they're at school, I get to refer to what your expectations are. So your control shows up at school. My control shows up at home. And then we should arrive at our expected outcome.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And once the parents have an understanding of what is needed for their children to succeed, I believe they're all on board. I don't believe there's a parent who doesn't want their child to succeed. So once they understand and they're comfortable with it, with whatever they find is required, I think it all works. Like I said with the little boy in my class. I usually say the kid last year that I had or something like that, but I just was so excited today when he came back to school today, and it just was amazing. He was on point. I mean, with what he was learning, because he is very behind. We need to get on. We need to get on the ball. We need to put the pedal to the metal. And so his parent, once I knew somebody was working with them because this is different. And I was so excited. I guess over that break, he just was amazing to me today.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it. I love those when those things come up, that makes us happy, right? It just gives us this wonderful, like, oh, he's gonna make it or she's gonna make it, right? And we love it and we celebrate you. I don't know if y'all may not even know something. You may not get a phone call. You may not get a sticky piece of paper. Right. You may not get anything special, moms, dad, grandmas, aunties, but just know that we are so excited when we get to see that you are working with us, that you are partnered with us to ensure the success of your children. We do. I high five you. I do. I high five the parent through the child. I'll be like, tell your mom, yes, I'm so happy. Because it's true. For me, it's who I am, right? And so I live it. It comes out easily. I want parents to be actively engaged in the learning of their children. I absolutely do. I don't want to do this by myself. I have siblings that I've already helped to do the things that they need to do. Already. It's your turn. Mommies, daddies, grandmas, aunties, it's your turn, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to support you. But how does the song go? It's on you, babe. It's on you. It's on you. It's your turn. You're going to be the one that they're going to celebrate. You're going to be the one that they remember, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I want to encourage you. You are well able, even though you think that you cannot, even though that you think that you may not be able, you are. You have been equipped. It may not be perfect. You may not have all of the answers. And this is why I used to call me. Ask me. You don't know what that homework is? Call me and ask me. Now they send me messages on this platform that is not on my phone. I don't see their questions, comments till the next day. I really, really prefer. I give them my number. So if they call me, I will answer. If they send me a text message, I will respond to it. But I want to help you. I don't want to, it's not for me. I am one thing one of my professors taught me long ago while I was still in college. Undergrad, yes. Dr. Anderson, I loved her. She said, we are facilitators of learning. Facilitators.
Absolutely.
We help to make learning easy. We help to make it. Right? So if we're helping, that means something should already be in place. We need you. We need the mommies and the daddies and the grandmas and the aunties. We need you to help us help you. So call, ask a question. Don't call and send emails with just in angrily. Right? Ask the questions, make the phone call, send the emails with a question first. I have had a parent this particular year, and I was really quite pleased. I could hear her displeasure, but I could also hear where there was a disconnect, and I was able to respond. And her reception, it was so fantastic. I loved it. I love those conversations. I want to have them. I don't really want to talk. Do we have to talk? Yes. Can we talk now? No. Can we wait till tomorrow? Do we really got to? Because I really want to talk to you now. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm that teacher. Because when we all work together, and like my tagline says, when we all work together, success is inevitable. Let's do it together.
Yeah, that's amazing. I heard a lot that you just said, but one particular thing is you said that's who you are. And so I've been saying it for years now, about your calling and who you are. But now I have a framework, it's identity before instruction. And so who are you no matter where you are, no matter what grade level you teach, no matter what subject. So when you get what this sounds like, when you're empowering the parents, you're letting them know who they are in the process. Who am I within this framework of helping my child succeed? And that is something, once the parent understands that, everything is butter. Like everything is easy after that, and then they'll continue, like you said, after they leave you, they will be to the next grade, the next teacher, the next school. And so that's that. I like what you're saying and what you're doing. So do you have any I want you to I put your contact information, but do you have any nuggets, just one nugget that you can share with teachers about connecting with the parents and working inside out, even though you're in North Carolina? How do you work with parents that are not in your state?
Oh, absolutely. All I need for parents or teachers or anyone to do is to reach out to me. You shoot me a message. You can email me. I have what I call parent empowerment sessions, and you can go and sign up for all of those things on my website. It's me, Tikisha Michelle, because I'm here and I just want to help. I train other parent advocates. So if you have a space, if you're in a different state, in a different town, I'll just come and train people to do what it is that I do. I've been doing that for a few years now, and it makes me happy to be able to empower others who are going to be able to continue this work. Like I said, it's been 31 years. I've been doing this for a very long time. I believe in consistency, right? If you keep doing the thing, then you should get your expected result. Not the thing about being crazy about if you do something and you expect something different. Not that.
Yeah.
Be careful with it. But consistency, right? You have to keep doing it. So if I can continue to train other teachers, other educators, other community members on how to do this very same work, I would love to do it. I have a book that I wrote about supporting school improvement goals so that I can empower teachers. You can go, I can send you videos about the trainings that I've done. I can come to where you are. All I want is to help. I want to empower parents and teachers to ensure the success of children. Because when we all work together, success is inevitable. Education Inside Out is all about just knowing all of the pieces. And sometimes when you don't know all of the pieces, then you're really not sure of what it is that you need to do. But let's learn about all the pieces. Give me a call, shoot me a message, and I would love to help you.
Okay, I love that. And so this is let me edit this for a second. Okay, so this is your information right here, right? That's correct. Is that correct?
That's one, that's two, that's three. Yes, all of those. You can contact me on any of those places. And if you just want to find Tikisha Michelle on Facebook or Education Inside Out on Facebook, and you just look for me, I will respond, because I'm on there. I'm putting content out best I can. And so just reach out. And I am, let's see, it's me, Tikisha Michelle. That's the website. Yeah, those are websites. Yes, websites. And you can contact, send emails, or you can go to the Facebook page. Yes. And I am Tikisha Michelle of Education Inside Out. All you got to do is find that. There are other places where I am, but Tikisha Michelle will always get you to me, whether it's on Facebook, on Instagram, what is it? Parent Empowerment for Everyday Living on YouTube. I've just been trying to help people since about we started Education Inside Out in 2018, but I started doing this much longer ago than that.
Yeah, we can't help it. We are who we are, no matter where you are. Like I said, you are a teacher. I used to tell people I taught, if I learn something new, I'm teaching it. Like, I don't care what it is. And I've been doing that before I ever thought about becoming an educator. I was that.
That's what makes you an educator. That's why we're educators, because we do it holistically.
Right. So I thank you for joining me today. I so appreciate it, Tikisha. So did you give us the nugget? You said it.
I say so many things. I don't even know how many nuggets.
Yeah. Give us one good nugget to take us out of
here.
One
good nugget. Make sure that you are working consistently to build better relationships, establish consistency, and maintain control in all that you do to ensure the success of your children.
Oh, thank you for that. I so appreciate it. I appreciate you. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for joining us on Educators with Oil podcast. All the principles that we use, I want to say they're biblical principles, no matter if you think they are or not. But this working with the parents, and the parents are supposed to train up a child in the way he should go. All this works together. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you do. And thank you for tuning in. This is Educators with Oil, and I'm your hostess, Ronette Branham. Thank you, and have a blessed rest of your day.
Subscribe to Educators with Oil podcast on your preferred platform and join Ronette on this mission to empower teachers through the wisdom of the Bible. Because when biblical strategies meet the classroom, extraordinary teaching happens.
Educators, let's shine a light on our classrooms. See you on Educators with Oil podcast, where teaching and faith unite.